Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Music and Tarot. Surprise. Happy full moon. We are going to be doing some Pisces full moon readings tonight. I am sitting out on the back porch. The weather is perfect. This is definitely last minute. So if you're catching us live, welcome. I saved it. Vanessa, welcome. Happy full moon. All right, Vanessa, let me know. How is the music? Is it loud? Yes, it doesn't sound too awful. I'm just getting my cards ready. I made me a little spot out on the porch. I'm totally loving it. Got some candles burning. I burned a little sage. I have some Palo Santo. She says it's loud. All right, let me know better. I can move it too. All right, how's that? Is that better? Move it. I have Stevie Nicks radio. I am shuffling Queen of the Moon for tonight. I am using my laptop, so hopefully sound is good. Jenna! So I hope you ladies are all out doing all of your full moon fun stuff, right? It's big controversies, right? Big controversies because it's eclipse. So everybody's like, oh, you can't do this on eclipse. Can't do that on eclipse. Y'all, I feel like do whatever you feel called to do. This is no one's full moon but yours. There's no one else that's going to be able to tell you what is good for you. I feel like we're manifesting every day, all day, right? Like we're co-creating with the universe and we are setting intentions and taking action. Like we're doing that every day, right? It doesn't matter. Eclipse, full moon, half moon, new moon. All right, I think I'm ready. I have Tree of Life incense burning. It smells delicious. Right, so on your screen, you can see the reading I'm offering, ladies. I would like to make a list tonight just so I can take my time and I don't have to feel so rushed. So, ladies, Sandra, Vanessa, if you could help me with that. I'm not sure how popular we're going to be tonight. We're definitely very last minute. It's music and tarot, so YouTube is not a fan. Guys, remember, we are multi-streaming, so we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. Twitch, I can see you. All right, I do have top 3 things you need to know about this Pisces lunar eclipse full moon. So, unfortunately, where we are, we're not going to be able to see it. I know, right? Not fair. Most of the world gets to see it. Europe, Asia, Australia, North America will not. Except some of Hawaii, they say, who may have caught it at the very beginning. It did peak earlier today. Guys, this is a blood moon. A blood moon is safe. Like, you can look at a blood moon with your eyes, with binoculars, telescope, however you want to look at it. I think it's really significant that it's called a blood moon, especially for I don't want to. I was gonna say divine feminine energy. I'm getting in trouble because I split the energies all the time. It's because of the awakening that I'm having and like the experiences that I've had. So it's easy for me to go, oh, that's the masculine, that's that person, and that's the feminine, that's this person. But guys, remember, we have both of those energies within, right? This is a super moon eclipse, guys. So this means that this eclipse, this moon is closer to the Earth. It's going to appear slightly larger because of that. And this is going to be a time of compassion and boundaries. Compassion and boundaries. It's a very spiritual full moon, and it's Pisces, right? So this full moon is, um, what did I call it last or the beginning of the week? It's spiritual house cleaning, right? Spiritual house cleaning. All right, so let's make lists while I do a quick collective just to see where everybody's at. Music still okay? Sweet. And Vanessa, you can come hang out with us over on YouTube if it's like super dead, super quiet. Y'all, something really cool happened. I can't believe I almost forgot. um, we had a shorts like take off and like for real go viral. And it just happened to be one of my t-shirts. Um, Shorts. So not only did we get a viral shorts on YouTube, but we also got we sold some t-shirts, right? Which inspired me, by the way, to create a new one. So new merch over on my website. If you guys haven't checked it out, I always put the links in the description box. Lainey Wilson. Who likes Lainey Wilson? I particularly know somebody. So tell me, how's everybody's full moon? What full moon is she thing happened to you? I had the video hit almost 100,000 K, so that was like super cool. And like I said, we sold some t-shirts, so that was awesome. Um, this Pisces full moon lunar eclipse is again spiritual. I told a friend of mine that whatever happens with this full moon, it's coming from spirit, like it's coming from God, from source, whatever you call it, right? Um, Remember, Pisces is the ruler of the 12th house, right? And I just want to point out too, like I got this picture. Let me pull it up. So that's our current astrology. I think I screenshotted it at it was like almost 7 p.m. So remember, it peaked earlier today. But I just want to point out that this full moon is making a square to Venus and Mars, which is pretty significant. Also, look how the North Node and Saturn are all in Pisces with the moon. Um, The square is definitely the masculine and feminine energy. It's almost like it's spirit's will against our free will type of situation. With Saturn and Pisces, Saturn just went retrograde, so it just went back into Pisces from Aries. It definitely, and North Node there as well. North Node is where we're going, right? It's definitely like almost like Spirit said, right? It's almost like dads came home and the rule breakers are in trouble. And these are the rules. And get back in line type of full moon here. I want to also mention, because we're going to talk about it on Tuesday, the Pluto going in and out of bounds. I'm sure you've heard other astrologers talking about it as well. Again, this is a once in our lifetime. We've never experienced this. Um, and with this energy, it's almost like Pluto. Okay, so Pluto is the planet that they were like, oh, it's too small, it's too far away. Um, they said it wasn't a planet because well, it couldn't stay in our orbit. That's the whole point, right? It's too far away. The interesting part is that Pluto has always represented death and transformation, and that's exactly what's happening right now, like literally all around us. And with it going in and out of bounds, it's almost like Pluto is this very um, rebellious energy, right? Like I go where I want type of energy. Um, and so I find this full moon to be really, really significant. So pay attention to what is happening, right around now. um, because I feel like Pluto's kind of really much giving us a sneak peek of what's to come, what's coming. I got to see all the effects. Like I got to see, we got new subscribers. I got to see the pay. I got to see from YouTube. I got to see, the new merch that was sold. There was a lot of experiences in a very short period of time, right? Excuse me. Jenna, I just got a new bed frame and headboard assembled today. I love that. Vanessa says nothing has happened. Okay, today, but remember, some of us may have experienced this energy already. So you don't think anything full moonish has happened? No type of spiritual house cleaning? I don't know. I feel like if you are um in alignment, like Jenna, tell me more about that bed. Like, was it something that you've been waiting for, manifesting? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be something significant. And it's almost like we get to see, for those of us that have been putting our work in and our time in and our dedication and commitment to our spiritual path and our spiritual journey. It's like we're going to be able to see a little sneak peek, I guess, more so than we normally would get. All right, let's do a collective. So let's look at the masculine energy first. Queen of the Moon, Oracle. We have the protection card. I love it. It's number 24. It shows the red cardinal. Whenever I would see this card, I would definitely get this energy like, red cardinals represent passed on loved ones that are coming to visit, right? So whenever I would get this card, I would feel like it was saying that someone was nearby. Um, And it's, again, interesting because I'm sitting out here on this porch. It's this beautiful wraparound porch. I love this porch. It's dark, of course. We have some lights strung up, so like pretty fairy lights, right? I have my laptop and, some candles burning, but I could definitely like picture my mom, right? Like we would totally be sitting out here just, crackling up, laughing about whatever. It's full moon. I feel like it makes me silly sometimes. I don't know. Jenna says, yes, I've been wanting the bed for a while because the metal frame was squeaky and sliding across the floor. That would creep me out, right? The sliding across the floor. But I get it. So it's almost like, I don't know. It's like I know that this full moon is release, right? But it's also celebration, culmination, a wrapping up, so to speak. All right, for the feminine, it's number 8, the path. I definitely heard Lionsgate when I turned it over. I'm not sure if it was the number 8, but it's almost like there's something that we could have manifested around Lionsgate. You're waiting for something or getting into alignment because of something that you've been trying to manifest or bring to fruition since Lionsgate. All right, let's get bridging energy. We have the creation card, so big confirmation. Yay. It's number 39. So, and it shows um, the pineal gland is highlighted. So it's like there's this energy of in the mind. So you could have manifested this just by visualization, just by thinking about something, planning something, co-creating, right, with the universe, strategizing, that type of energy. The wolf moon, the hunger moon is on the bottom. This is actually the blood moon. It is very much, it's the way the shadow falls with the eclipse that causes that red tint, it's what makes them call it the blood moon. Right? All right, let's clarify a little bit. Star Lava, welcome. I forgot to put our video back. All right, I'm just doing a quick collective. And then we're going to offer free full moon readings tonight. All right, let's look at protection for the masculine. We have 9 of swords. There's something about anxiety, fear. There's something about the way she's covering her face too. So it's like, it's like this energy of not wanting people to see what you're worried about or what you're stressing about, or maybe even ignoring something that's causing stress. Guys, I am outside, so the dogs might bark. All right, let's look at the path for the feminine. We have 9 of Pentacles. Divine Feminine is in alignment because of financial gains. Investments, I heard. Let's look at creation. We have Queen of Pentacles. So interesting. So both the masculine and the feminine are manifesting pentacles, right? Finances. We do have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy right away. So the Pentacle is coming out strongly. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For the masculine, the air signs are sticking out: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know you're doing good when the whatchamacallit start to come in. Right? I have a shorts about that. Made it for in the morning. How many of you guys feel like when you're getting closer to something, it's almost like you get more tested, and like more people or more things come at you? You know what I mean? Guys, when I first started live streaming and doing this, it was so nerve-wracking. And I am just so proud of myself that, like, I've learned how to hit the buttons. Yes, definitely, Sandra. Absolutely, absolutely. I don't know. This is going to be the moon where compassion and empathy and understanding is huge. But I'm just so proud of myself that I just can let it go, right? 100,000 views. There was like 12 comments, and one of them was like a not nice comment about the editing of the shorts. But it's like, it's a shorts, fool. But you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of getting upset about it, I just deleted it because it's my shorts. It's my channel, and I can. Haha. I know, right? All right, so the burrow comes out for guidance out of the carrot cards. So with the burrow, I get this energy of, again, protection, staying safe, protecting your energy. I am going to pull it out, so let's see what it says. It's number 5. It could represent change, of course, with the 5. It says, good ending and happily ever after. I swear to goodness. I love it. Okay, so here's what I think is going on. I think that the masculine and the feminine could be coming into some type of spiritual alignment, which is bringing great abundance. Abundance is going to come in all different ways, right? For me, it's, finally seeing like a big number on a shorts, right? Or seeing a big number in merch sales overnight. Definitely what I'm trying to manifest, right? For Jenna, maybe it was the new bed frame, right? For Sandra, it's something else. For Starlova, it's something else, right? But it's all going to be something that is abundant. In other words, like, we have enough of it. We don't need more. We don't feel like it's not enough. It's going to be a material thing because it's pentacles, right? And it's definitely this energy of alignment. So, like, the path card coming out for the divine feminine is like this energy of spirit lights up the path for you, and you're deciding whether you want to go down this path or not. I feel like divine feminine has, already committed to her spiritual path. I think for divine masculine, there's definitely still some hesitancy What I'm feeling for divine masculine is energy of worth and value. This could have something to do with like um, inner child healing. This could go back. I feel like this is something that divine masculine struggles with repeatedly, um, often. But it's the energy of I'm not worthy enough. Like, why would spirit choose me? Or why would spirit ask me to, I don't know, help others awaken if I'm just awakening myself? Or how can I help others with their finances if I'm just learning how to learn, how to manifest my own? This type of energy is what I'm getting from the masculine energy. So that's what we're experiencing right now, currently, with this Pisces lunar eclipse full moon. And the bridging energy was literally creation. Like, we're learning to come into alignment. A lot of it is definitely in the mind, right? I don't know about you, but like I was saying earlier about being able to just like block them and hit the button. I Being able to have control of the mind and your emotions, that is also abundance, right? Think about like when you first started your spiritual awakening. um okay, let me use myself as an example so I'm not like telling someone how they feel. For me, when I started my spiritual awakening, I was like at the bottom of the well, the bottom of like hell. I couldn't go any further. There was nowhere else to go, right? Like, there's only up from here type of thing. So to and to say that I had lost, control of the mind and my emotions would be a complete understatement, right? Like, that's what a spiritual awakening is, dark night of the soul, all that stuff, right? So to sit here today and like be at peace, know that I'm in alignment, know that I've surrendered and following my purpose and my soul's path, being able to delete the, mean person without hesitation. I don't know. That's huge for me. Does that make sense? I hope so. But I definitely get this energy from this full moon. Like, the moment we come into alignment, the moment we surrender to our path, we start to see the abundance. We start to see I don't want to say rewards, because I don't want people to think that like I do something thinking I'm going to get like a reward. But when you're in alignment, is life more of what you want? Yes, absolutely. Right. Sadly, no. I see you, Twitch. I see you. It's so cute. All right, let me clean up and let's get to the free readings. Oh, I see all the little heart. It's so cute. Thank you. All right, so I have Queen of the Moon. I just removed it, Sandra. Like, we can't. I don't even want to like reply, right? Like, don't acknowledge. But I promise there's gonna be more and more. And the funny part is that remember I told you the setting with the restream service so we can multi-stream. It did it again to me this weekend. So honestly, it should just be us, right? Twitch, Jenny Vlogs, we are offering free readings. I can see you in there, so let me know if you want to be added to the list. Here's where we're at right now, guys. I don't know what to do about that one. Amelia, welcome. Such a pretty name. Ooh, witchy woman is playing. perfect song for the occasion, right? All right, let me grab my pen and paper. All right, we're gonna roll with it. How's the music? Not too loud? All right, Vanessa, first one. Jenna, Sandra, Star Lover, I feel like the dogs barking in the background just add to the vibe, right? All right, Vanessa, say hi to me in the comments. So I asked the cards, who is John? And I got expect the unexpected and the masculine. Sandra. Oh, Vanessa, I see you. I see John, John. Is it? All right, here we go. Vanessa. What is hidden growth? It's the card that shows the roots attached to the world. She's also holding a watch. Where you're going? Ooh, the Queen of the Moon, the Sovereignty card comes out right away. Vanessa, that's awesome. Number 41. Number 33, blossoming is your message from the moon. All right, let's look at it. What is hidden? I think that it's something to do with being attached to someone or something. Something's taking you too long to break away from something. All right, let's see if we can find out what it is. Temperance. It's Sagittarius energy. It's gonna have something to do with your own healing and your own growth, but I get this energy like something's taking too long. Sagittarius energy is also slow moving energy. It's also the card that shows where she has 1 foot in and 1 foot out. So yeah, I'm going back to it. I feel like there's what's hidden or like what's being brought to light with this moon is that you're still attached to something. You're not fully committed to something. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's taking too long to do something. All right, where you're going, sovereignty, you have judgment, that's purpose, that's hearing your calling. It's the card where the angel is up in the sky, blowing the trumpet, and the people with their arms raised, right? So it's like surrendering, hearing your purpose, hearing your calling. It's Scorpio energy. All right, let's look what the message is about. The message is number 33. It's my favorite. The blossoming card, it's number 33. That's why it's my favorite. But the flower moon is the blossoming card, and it talks about like something new coming to fruition. Let's see if we can find out what it is. It's the Hierophant. You got 3 major arcanas, Vanessa. So again, Pisces full moon, very spiritual full moon. So not too surprised to see not too surprised to see major arcanas, but to see all 3 of them is pretty significant. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. This could have something to do with a husband, a spouse. It can also have something to do with your spiritual belief system. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful, Vanessa. Page of Swords flipped out, so somebody's watching but scared to talk, or someone's spying. Thank you, Vanessa. All right, Jenna, say, oh, I see you. Look at Jenna's on top of it. Already got the bed frame put together. How's the music? Still okay? Don't get me wrong, you know you body so all right, Jenna. Perfect. start with what is hidden. Ooh, we got number 29, the wolf moon, the hunger moon. I know that we're already talking, I know it's Pisces Lunar Eclipse. Excuse me. This eclipse is at 15 degrees. Guys, degree theory is, also important. But when I seen the number 29, I immediately thought that second Virgo new moon. That second Virgo new moon comes in on the 21st of September. It is also an eclipse. It is at 29 degrees, and it is very much a it's a critical degree, but it's also about mastering something. So it's big confirmation. Like you were talking about putting the bed together. And I know to some people like that doesn't seem like a big deal, but I can feel how big of a deal it is. Does that make sense, Jenna? And so it definitely kind of confirms this energy of like uh getting rewards for being in alignment. I do want to point out that I'm looking at what is hidden, and it is the Wolf Moon card. So that the Wolf Moon card says, it tells the story, right? Like we have two wolves, the good wolf, the bad wolf, and like which wolf are you going to feed? If you feed the good wolf, good things happen. If you feed the bad wolf, bad things, right? Like that energy. So it tells me that and I just heard a couple of words like anxiety and depression. So it tells me that, like, for example, you could have been someone that maybe you used to really kind of just, and don't shoot the messenger or get upset with me because I can't find the right words, but like you used to like waller in your sadness, right? Like that. I'm in Kentucky, y'all. Like we say the weirdest things, but like you used to just really like there's things we know to do to get out of lower vibrational energies, right? There's different practices and routines and wellness routines and whatnot that we know we can focus on to get out of like depression and anxiety and anger and sadness and those types of things, right? So you could have been someone that like maybe when things happen and you got sad, you were like, you know what, I'm just going to sit in this for a while. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but sometimes what happens is we get, it's almost like, don't shoot the messenger, but it's almost like spiritual laziness. Like we get comfortable and we're like, I'll do it tomorrow, right? I'm not going to do it today. I'll do it tomorrow. And it's like something's happened with this full moon, and probably before this full moon, because it's a culmination, right? It's all coming together. So it's like where you saw that and then you started picking yourself up, right? Like you started like, oh, I got to get up. I'm Jenna. I'm important. I'm worthy. I'm going to find happiness. I'm going to, do the things that make me happy. I'm going to go co-create with the universe. So instead of sitting there and wallowing in your misery and in your sadness, you picked yourself up and, excuse me, I don't know why all the coughing tonight. But yeah, it's like that's probably what this full moon is bringing to light. All right, let's look at where you're going. We have new beginnings card coming out. So big confirmation that I picked that new moon. Remember, the 29 degrees, like you're mastering something. It's very critical degree. A lot of us are going to feel a lot of pressure with that new moon on the 21st of September in just a couple of weeks, right? But I feel like for those of us that have really been dedicated to coming into alignment, to spiritual alignment, I feel like that particular moon may be the moon where we really start to see like the uptick of the abundance, right? Of the alignment, of the rewards, because I can't think of a better word. All right, let's look at message from the eclipse moon. Ooh, we have 2 cards came out. Number 34, Hot Moon Extremes, and Jenna, number 8, The Path. So the path came out for the collective when we were doing the collective reading. It came out for the divine feminine energy. So again, it's confirmation. Hot moon extremes is when you let your emotions control your actions. And the path says that spirit has lit up the path for you and you've chosen to go down this path. So it's like literal confirmation of exactly what I just said. All right, but just for fun, let's clarify. Oh, Jenna says train horns just went off here. I love it. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to start with what's hidden, and we have the Wolf card. 8 of Pentacles, focus and dedication. New beginnings is where you're going. It shows that archway, Jenna, so it's like some type of offer could be made. The Hermit is here as well. The Hermit is spiritual awakening. It's Virgo energy. Some type of offer could be made. Are you looking to like work from home? Because it's kind of what I'm getting, like where you're doing something from home, something from your computer. Maybe something that's more like spiritually aligned with your purpose or your journey. And then the message from the eclipse moon is Scorpio, the death card. You have 2 out of 3 major arcanas. The death card is the Scorpio energy. It's Pluto energy. It is the energy of going in and out of bounds. A little bit of rebellious energy coming with this as well. But it's like you've put something to an end. You've, I want to say, like stomped something out. And I feel like what you stomped out was like the idea of what it's, there's something about like how other people see you or what other people think about you or being worried about what other people think about you. That could have a lot to do with like why your emotions are like not like why you're not being triggered. All right, I'm gonna leave that there. I hope that was helpful. Virgo and Scorpio strongly. She says my cat meowed at the working from home idea. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, who's next? Sandra. Sandra, say hi to me in the comments. She's already on top of it. John, it's such a simple name. Amelia, did it have 1 L? I feel like it did. It had 1 L, right? Like Amelia with 1 L is beautiful. All right. Orange toast. I didn't even see that one. Guys, let me know if you're still waiting patiently in the chat. I know it's hard because they're so detailed, right? All right, Sandra, what is hidden? Queen of the Moon. We have number 14, the focus card. There's something about the number that's significant, 14. But the focus card is showing a butterfly on her third eye. It could have this energy of a third eye awakening. Um, so Pisces, Neptune a lot of times brings confusion with this Pisces eclipse energy. I think for a lot of us that are again coming into alignment, spiritual awakening, yada yada, um, the fog is kind of clearing, right? And we're starting to see um, things that were actually always there. Um, this the funny thing is that Spirit was telling me not too long ago is we keep thinking that we're getting this information from like the 5D or like somewhere in the sky or like somewhere out in space or the galaxy or somewhere else, but like it's inside. All this information has always been within. We're just remembering it. I thought that was pretty significant. But for Sandra, you are like things that were hidden, you're probably seeing more clearly now. This could have something to do with like things that were hidden within yourself as well, like maybe like why you did certain things or why you felt a certain way about something. But I think it has a lot to do with like third eye awakening. Once you see, you can't unsee type of thing. So it's like the fog is starting to clear with that situation. All right, where you're going. Jennifer Graves, hello, I'm new here. Clarity, Sandra says. All right, where you're going, you have gratitude. It's number 23. With gratitude, I always get this energy of like, again, passed on loved one, someone on the other side. There's this energy of you're going through something and it's making you realize like why someone was a certain way, or maybe why someone behaved a certain way, maybe even why someone is acting a certain way. That someone could be displaying energies of like victimhood. There could have actually been something that occurred to them that you've had to like help them with or assist them with in some way. You're finally starting to feel gratitude for that situation. Maybe before it felt like extra weight. Maybe before it felt like something wasn't fair or balanced, and it's like now you have some type of gratitude, like for the journey, for the path that it took you on. All right, look at that message from the eclipse. We have the patience card coming out. It's number 36. So the patience card in Queen of the Moon is the card that talks about, it's the one where she's holding the red balloon. So it's the one that talks about like you've been waiting patiently. You didn't push something. You didn't rush something. You went through things like even when it was challenging or painful. And now again, I don't know how not to. Somebody give me another word other than reward, because I don't want us to think that this is like, I don't know, it's not like a dog trick. It's not like you do something good and you get a reward. But it's definitely what it feels like. It feels like some type of celebration, culmination, like a championship of some sort, a trophy, a medal, an achievement, I guess could be a better word. But yeah, it's like you're getting something. All right, let's look at the focus card. Again, temperance coming out, Sagittarius energy, healing. So I felt like it was like things that were hidden or like coming through like third eye awakening could have been internal about your own inner healing. So I feel like that's confirmation of that. We have King of Pentacles for gratitude. So yeah, you had to be the responsible one. You had to step up to the plate. People depended on you. You could have felt like it was unfair or like it was really hard. But it's now brought you some type of like status or respect even. All right, and for patience, your message, we have Page of Wands. You're waiting for something. This is so interesting. So you're waiting for something with your spiritual awakening to start or begin. And it's almost like you had to do this thing first before your part of your journey could start or begin. Because remember, pages are new students at the very beginning and eager to learn, eager to start. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Talk to me. See you next. All right. Star Leva is next. Star Leva, say hi to me in the comments. Did we lose all those people? Sweet. Thank you, Sandra. From common ground where they could meet, the walls run high to their swelling tears. Love it. I need you to come do mine. Amelia, John, Orange Toast. Let me know. Let me know if you're still here. Jenny, let me know if you wanted to do a free read. Oh no. But I love that you have a new plant. We're too hard on ourselves with the plants, guys. Too hard on ourselves. Remember when I worked at Orange Toast, still here. I can't believe it. I love it. Remember when I worked at Lowe's? So when I was at Lowe's, I was in the garden section, and we had this section of plants that were like, they were discounted because, they were fixing to die. Is that John saying still here? I guess I should fix the list, right? Amelia, John, Orange Toast. And I would always go back there and get those plants because, well, one, because they were cheap, but two, because I figured like they're going to die anyway. So if it was going to die, at least it wasn't going to be my fault, right? So I would go get these plants and try to like keep them alive. And I got two of them I got a couple that died, but I did get two of them that like not only came back, but they thrived. They were like these big tree plants. I don't remember like what they were called or nothing, but they were super cool. And I had them like on each side of the couch in my living room next to the bookshelves. It looked so beautiful. God, I miss my little house. But anyway, I was always really like anxious and nervous that I was going to kill these plants. And when the plants, like the other plants did die, I would like freak out and be like, oh my gosh, Rosa, you can't even keep a plant alive. You know what I mean? And just, I don't know, like really hard on myself about it. And here's what Spirit told me. Ready? They're protecting us. Spirit sends different things into our environment for our protection. It's all different types of protection. It's funny how like some people have to go and like learn the information and gain the knowledge and then go buy the plants to like, get the protection. And for those of us that are like in spiritual alignment, the spirit brings us the plants. Does that make sense? But yeah, what I'm trying to say is, I'm stuttering all over my words for some reason, but what I'm trying to say is, if like your plants die, go get another one. It's okay. And it's just something that spirit sent. It's almost like when your crystals crack. You know what I mean? It's like it takes a hit. And it's a hit that you didn't have to take. Like, we take enough hits as it is, right? And it's something that spirit brought into your environment to serve a purpose. Let it serve its purpose. You know what I mean? She says, like the baby possum last night. Absolutely. Yes. Have mercy. All right. So Starlova is next. And then it was supposed to be Amelia, but did we lose Amelia? Amelia with one now. I love it. And then is it John and Orange Toast? Is that how it's going? All right. I'll stop talking so much. Orange Toast. You're gonna have to tell us, like, what happened. What is it, like a certain kind of toast that I don't know about? Like, Jenna says that is cool. I used to work at Home Depot Garden Center and would rehab dying plants a lot. Yes. You know who's doing it now? Sherry. Sherry is at I don't remember. I don't remember if she's told us, so I don't want to say, but she's at another one of those types of stores where she gets to go check out the garden section, right? All right, Sarah Leva, let's look at what is hidden. We have the faith card, number 31. So your faith, I heard taking a hit. So Starleva, when our faith is taking a hit, it's because like one challenging thing is happening after another. After so many challenging things happen, we're like, hey God, where you at? You know what I mean? So this full moon could be bringing that to light, like when your faith gets shaky. It could be about something that you're manifesting or creating, because it shows the pregnant belly. All right, so the fear card comes out for where you're going. So, okay, so I'm getting the message pretty clearly, Starla, that it's like you could have been somebody that was scared a lot. I was that way. Like, I had a lot of anxiety when I started my, journey, whatever, my awakening. And I really don't experience that anxiety too much anymore, right? It hardly ever at all. But and I feel like I recently did, and it was this opportunity to see, like, do these things still trigger me? Am I going to handle it a different way? But most likely, you've also like grown through that. As you go through spiritual awakening, your faith gets stronger, and the more things that you see come into alignment, the more you surrender, the bigger your faith grows, right? The less fear you have, right? So the fear card coming out and where you're going, it's the card where the lady in the black dress and all the crows are surrounding her, but she's protected in that egg, right? So it's like the fear can't touch her. Your faith is growing stronger and stronger and stronger, and you're going to get to the point where nothing scares you. And this Pisces full moon lunar eclipse is probably showing you that. All right, let's get message from the eclipse moon. We have the void card. It's number 1. The void card is this energy of release. I'm going to stop telling people not to release people, places, and things during full moons. Release what you want. It's like people saying don't manifest during an eclipse. Do whatever you're guided to do. Don't listen to, like, I don't know, like, people can be wrong. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, listen to your spirit guides. They're not going to guide you, like, in the wrong way, right? But the void, okay, so people, places, and things is normally the waning moon, which is what comes after the full moon. That's why I normally say it's not a time for releasing that. Like if you're trying to release a person, a place, or a thing, I used to say like you're wasting your time with this lunation, because it's the next lunation following the full moon that's actually going to help you for that. This is a culmination of a time to celebrate what you've learned through this last moon phase. But it is a time of release when it comes to things like your like bad habits, things that you do that aren't serving your greater good, spiritual beliefs, or any belief system really that you have that's not serving your greater good. But for you specifically, Star Leva, I will again stop stuttering over my words and I'm going to get it out. You may be releasing a person that you had a spiritual belief about, and that belief system restrained you or limited, it kept you from being able to like release it, let it go. The void card shows her like completely stripped of everything, and I have to get a drink, but it shows her like laying naked on the surface of the moon. So it's like you let everything go except for this one thing, and this one thing has been so hard to let go of. Again, it could be a person, place, or a thing. And it's like you finally done it. And now you're at it's also number 1. So it's like you're at the beginning of some type of clean slate. And if that's true, then like you probably feel that. You probably feel like this weight has lifted. All right, Knight of Wands coming out for the Faith card. Get excited. Get excited. Be passionate, not reckless. For the Fear card, you have 2 of Cups. You're not out here alone. You're highly protected when you co-create with the universe, when you're in alignment. All right, the Void. The message from the eclipse moon, the World card coming out. So 1 out of 3 major arcanas. The World card is energy of, again, everything coming together. It's also new opportunities being given to you. Again, clean slate, starting a new cycle, starting a new journey. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Renee, welcome. All right, are we at John? Is that where we're at now? We're at Amelia. Amelia with 1 L. Amelia with 1 L, where are you from? Tell us in the chat. I'm just curious. I can't understand that. I feel like it's all jumbled. Will the divorce process stop? I love that. Los Angeles. Between me, Sagittarius, and my Leo spouse, who over this person put witchcraft, oh my goodness, on my marriage. We stayed married. I'm confused. So, are you going through a divorce or you stopped the procedure? Now I'm getting in trouble for asking questions. All right, Amelia with 1L. The Five of Wands came out while I was shuffling. So Five of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm going through something challenging, but Spirit says that you have trained for it. Maybe like something you've trained for it your whole life, something like that, but you're prepared. Maybe more prepared for the challenges that you're facing than you think. All right, Amelia. What is hidden? We have the acceptance card. It's number 4. So you could be struggling to come to acceptance about something. It shows 2 hands, fingertips reaching for each other, but they're not quite touching. All right, where you're going. We have the masculine card coming out. It's number 42. It actually talks about balancing your inner masculine and feminine energies. You could be headed towards your masculine energy, especially if you see this energy as like a counterpart or someone who is like outside of you. We have the creation card for a message from the eclipse moon. This could be something you're trying to manifest. I feel like it is because I see creation, which is it shows like papers being written, but it also shows the third eye being lit up. So it's like envisioning something. Self-reflection is on the bottom, the mirror card. You could be trying to manifest. Do people really manifest the twin journey? Like, are people actively out here trying to manifest like this particular type of spiritual awakening journey? It's kind of what it feels like. It's like you're trying to manifest some type of counterpart energy, masculine energy, someone who's very balanced. Um, it's very protective energy as well. But creation says you're trying to like bring it to fruition. You could be coming to acceptance that this is what's happening. All right. Queen of Cups comes out. It did come out in reverse. Queen of Cups is the mother card. None of my other cards are in reverse, so it's the only card that came out in reverse. You could be coming to acceptance of something that has to do with your mother, or something that has to do with unconditional love, or something that has to do with learning how to love yourself first. For the masculine and where you're going, we have 6 of Wands. So it is some type of victory, some type of acknowledgement. You could be wanting someone to notice you. You could be manifesting someone noticing you. And for your message from the eclipse moon, we have Queen of Swords. How you're going to manifest something, whatever it is you're trying to bring in, is Queen of Swords is someone who has very strong, healthy, protective boundaries, but it's also someone who speaks truth. So I think this has something to do with bluntly speaking to the universe what it is that you want. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. This moon is so chill. Like, I know I can hear the dogs barking in the background, and I can hear like the neighbor's truck going up the road, but it's just like it's the perfect fall weather. And everything just seems like still. Guys, if you get a reading and the message pulls at your heartstrings, make sure to hit that like button for me. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit the follow button because, you know, we do these pop-up lives like tonight all the time. Orange Toast says, do we do one of the decks on the screen? No, those are cards, and that's letting you know what each card is that I'm pulling. It's letting you know what it means. Like what we're asking the card. Does that make sense? All right, John. John, it is your turn. Say hi to me in the comments, John. We have done pick a card, music, and tarot though before. Those are fun, right? All right, so John, you clearly have a question. John, questions are energy exchange. They cost $10, so you have to send me $10 for me in order to pull cards specifically for your question. But what I will tell you to do is, I'm going to give you this free full moon reading that I'm giving everyone tonight. And what I want you to do, John, is I want you to think of your question. I want you to think of your question as I'm giving you this reading, which clearly you're going to be doing because that's what's on your mind, right? Spirit knows what you're asking or what you want to know before I do. Does that make sense? So I'm going to stick with the free reading, of course, unless you want to do energy exchange. If you do energy exchange, please let us know right away. All paid readings jump the free line, of course. But yeah, for now, I'm going to start with your full moon reading. Here we go. So the first thing we're looking at is what is hidden. What is hidden? We have number 9, assessing. It's the card where she's standing on top of this hot air balloon and she has this telescope and she's looking out into the galaxy. And the idea of the card meaning, I'm using Queen of the Moon Oracle cards. So the meaning of this particular card, number 9, is that you're assessing how far you've come, how far you have to go. I think for you, and only because I seen your question and I, asked you a bunch of questions, which I'm not supposed to do. For you, you're trying to look out through this telescope to see, how did we get here? How did this happen to us? Who did this to us, right? All right, let's look at where you're going. Where you're going. Where you're going. You have the surrender card, number 26. So it doesn't matter who did this to us, right? Because you're surrendering. You're most likely having a spiritual awakening journey. You may be seeing spirit everything's a label, guys. Everything's a label. Some people say spirit, some people say source. I like to say God. Again, I think a lot of times people think that when we say these names, for me, I think that people think that I'm talking about something that is like exterior or outside of ourselves. And I'm actually not. But again, everything is a label, and we see things as label, and then we resonate with the label, and then we read the definition of that label, and then we have confusion, right? um, so in the picture, it shows this young man looking up to the clouds, and the clouds look like they're in this formation of something holy or spiritual. So it's this energy of someone who is like looking up to God and going, I can't carry the weight anymore. I can't hold the burdens. I don't feel strong enough or big enough or worthy enough or whatever it is that you don't feel enough of. And so you're giving it to God, you're giving it to spirit. You're saying, here, I need you to take this because I can't anymore. Drift Away just came on. It says GB Gray. Can you hear the song? It says something about free my soul. So it's definitely this energy of like where you're praying to God and you're like, you know, I can't do it anymore. I need you to help me. And so with the energy of surrender coming into as where you're going, there's probably a lot of acceptance that needs to happen as well. You probably need to realize like what is happening or what isn't happening when it comes to like your divorce situation. But I think more importantly, there needs to be some type of acceptance that you're having a spiritual awakening journey. And that's going to have a greater purpose or a greater meaning than whatever it is that you personally, John, are concerned about, right? All right, let's look at message from the eclipse moon. In other words, I'm trying to say, John, is it might be bigger than a divorce. All right, let's look at the message from the eclipse moon. We have resistance. Okay, let's talk about it. So resistance, again, I'm using Queen of the Moon Oracle. Resistance is number 25. It shows a fist holding a patch of grass, like someone who ripped a patch of grass out of the ground. Like this fist is clutching this patch of dirt. So the energy here, the idea is that you're holding on to something too tightly. And when you hold on to something too tightly, I'm almost getting this energy of like death, like you're causing something to die away, or to come to some type of ending or conclusion because it can't breathe. The resistance needs to be released. Your fist, you like the clutch, you need to let go. You need to open your hand and release this tense clutch that you have, hold that you have on this thing, because you're just causing it like more strain to it. When you open your hand and release it and you allow it to flow, the energy may come and go, but at least the energy will be flowing and not just constricted and not getting the air that it needs. All right, let's clarify. All right, let's look at that assessing card. Remember, I said it's this energy of you're looking at how did we get here? Why did this happen to us? Who did this to us? Three of Wands is here. Three of Wands is steps towards your future. So what's hidden, what you're not able to see is the steps that you're supposed to be taking to go forward. So something is keeping you stuck and it's blocking you from seeing the steps that you need to see, the action that you need to take to move forward. That's what Three of Wands means. All right, let's look at the surrender card where I feel like you're just telling God, like, here, it's too much. It's in where you're going. We have Five of Wands coming out. So Five of Wands is not a fun card, John. It is a challenge. It is a card that represents challenges. It says that you're going through difficulties. But here's something that a lot of readers don't talk about when it comes to Five of Wands. It's also a card that says you've trained for this. You've prepared for this. You've been training. You've been preparing. the thing you're probably fearing the most is happening. But like, what else? It's this energy of like, what else do you have to fear? Nothing. You're facing the thing that you feared the most, right? Like, there's nothing that should have you shaking or scared or nervous, because you've literally faced the thing that scared you the absolute most. You're doing it right now, right? With the resistance card, the Six of Wands comes out. So you have all fire signs. There's no major arcanas here. So Spirit's really making you like stand on something. There's no, like, Spirit can't enable you anymore, like can't allow you to keep doing something anymore. So Spirit's definitely like making you like stand on your two legs and say, you know, you're strong enough. It's like Spirit's showing you that you're strong enough to do something on your own. Six of Wands is a victory. It's a great victory. It's again notoriety. Someone notices you, achievements, dedication. So I do feel that if you're able to release whatever this grip is you have on this situation, someone's going to notice that. Whether that's Spirit that notices that you release the grip, or it's the thing that you're gripping onto. Either way, it's successful because it's a victory, right? Bottom of the deck, I do see the Nine of Wands, John. Nine of Wands talks about doing something over and over and over the same way and expecting a different result, right? So it's time to do something a different way. Nine of Wands also talks about you've built something and you're trying to guard it. Like you've built a fence around this thing that you've built, and it's like you're trying to guard it, and Spirit's asking you to like step out of that gate that you've built, that wall that you've built, and see something from a different perspective. All right, I hope that was helpful. All right, where are we at? Orange toast. Oh, I hope it gave you some confirmation, John. The Highwayman is on. Stevie Nick, she says, is this the end of the dream? I was married for like 10 years, but I was with him for like 18 years. When I got divorced, I immediately went through dark night of the soul. But I don't think that I actually grieved my divorce, because I immediately got into another long-term relationship. It was like I was trying to fill the void so that I wouldn't have to go through the grieving part, right? And so it's like I'm having to grieve it years and years and years, like after the fact. That is a challenge in itself, to say the least. I can understand why they say there are steps to grieving, and we should not try to skip over them or ignore them, right? All right, orange toast. I'm glad, John. Thank you. All right, orange toast. Here we go. Let's look at what is hidden. What is hidden? Release is here. So the release card in Queen of the Moon Oracle is pretty specific. It says that you're holding on to something that is it's the music. Hold on. And the laundry piled up on the floor. Something about the laundry piled on the floor. Okay, so You're holding on to something that is dark, heavy. It's pulling you down. It has a lot of heavy weight. A lot of times this is lower vibrational shame, guilt, remorse, that type of energy. And it says that in order to make room, this is definitely like full moon, new moon. So right now we're experiencing this Pisces lunar eclipse. So you're getting an opportunity with this full moon to get rid of this energy, to let go of this energy. And you have until the Virgo new moon on the 21st, 2 weeks, to release something in order to make room for what's coming in with that Virgo new moon in 2 weeks. And if you're wondering, Orange Toast, what would be coming in with that Virgo new moon in 2 weeks, I would ask you, what were you doing 2 weeks ago? Because 2 weeks ago, at the end of August, we experienced the first Virgo new moon. It was at 0 degrees. It had this energy like you weren't ready. So something came along and you're like, oh no, I'm not quite ready. I'm hesitant. I'm not sure about it. And now this full moon is here, allowing you to release that idea. And that idea is carrying energy of shame, guilt, remorse. It's lower vibrational. It's sacral energy. But there's definitely something about needing to release that with this full moon before that September 21st Virgo new moon. All right, the balance card comes out and where you're going. So right now, the balance card shows clouds around her head. So right now, you could be feeling like a lot of confusion. Again, Pisces, Neptune, so that makes sense. You might feel like you're not sure what's happening. In the song, she just said, you don't even know who I am. You left me a long time ago. But you're headed towards balance. You're headed towards clarity. I feel like you're kind of at, again, this is a culmination, a celebration. You've had to fight for this balance. You've had to fight for this clarity. All right, the beauty card comes out, message from the eclipse. The beauty card shows, it's number 20. It shows a picture of a woman, but the picture is of the woman, like her features are made out of the picture of nature. So her lips are made out of the flower petals. Her eyes are made out of a leaf. Her nose looks like a butterfly. So it's the idea is being able to look at everything that's happened and see the beauty of the situation, or see why something had to happen a certain way. The leather and lace just started. All right, let's clarify. Let's look at that release card. We have the Emperor. That could be someone who's controlling, or someone that was trying to control you, or something that you were trying to control. Aries energy. With the balance card, we have Justice. That's Libra energy. Again, that's fighting for balance, literally. And then for the beauty card, we have Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is teamwork, working together, people respecting you or your ideas. So this is why, the beauty of the situation. So it's you're seeing why you had to work with these people, or why these people were involved, that type of thing. You have 2 out of 3 major arcanas. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. She said, very accurate. I've also lost interest in someone who seems to be a player. I feel very crazy to not have been able to see it right away. Same. Those are called, what do we call those? Rose-colored glasses. All right. How are we doing on the list? Did we see Renee?
Sometimes I'm stormy, sometimes cold and scared, sometimes I'm alone. But that time I saw you, knew with you to light my night. Somehow I
How's our list looking? Pufferfish Leo. Come back. I need you to love me. I need you today. Give me your love. Take from me my days. Love us forever. Pufferfish is the last one. My city on my name. Stay with me, stay. I need you to love me. I need you today. Latoya. Renee, are we adding you to the list? I'm asking y'all because I hate to do it, but I totally gotta go to the restroom. I'm not gonna make it. Too much water. But I'm gonna let the music play and I'll be right back. Go west, paradise is there. You have all that you can eat. Look at me. You'll be the brightest star the world has ever seen. Someday slender Halloween, filming magazine. Go west, paradise is there. You'll have all that you can eat. Look and honey, you'll be the brightest light the world has ever seen. The dizzy height of a jet set light. You can never dream your pale blue eyes. Strawberry red, lips so sweet, skin so clear, your future bright, beyond compare. It's rise to riches over there. San Andreas fall through his fingers through the dark. A divided place collide, such an awful sound. San Andreas fall through its fingers through the dark. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I tried to hold it, but I feel like those days are over. Are we adding a Latoya? Okay, so Pufferfish, Renee, and Latoya. I'm totally loving sitting out here on this back porch. I could live out here if the dogs didn't bark so loud. I can really hear the dogs barking. They do. I can't hear them inside, but yeah, like they get loud out here. It's like everybody has dogs. William's dogs, of course, are inside, so it's like, ours are inside. If they bark, the walls would shake. All right, so Pufferfish still with us. Say hi to me in the comments real quick. All right, here we go. What is hidden? We have the change card coming out. It's the card in Queen of the Moon where it looks like she's fixing to do a backflip off of the moon. There's lightning striking all around her. It's giving energy of changes here, and there's some type of resistance. You could be trying to push something back or hold something off. All right, where you're going. Spirit says we're not allowed to know because you got the blue moon. Expect the unexpected. It's actually my favorite card, the blue moon. But when we see the expected unexpected, here's what I can tell you about it. It's something that you've wanted. It's something that's rare, something that's surprising, unexpected. All right, let's look at a message from the eclipse moon. We have the full moon power card. It's definitely giving this energy of leveling up in a way, soaking in the energies of the moon. And this is a very spiritual full moon. It's more than that. It has something to do with the eclipse. So like something about the shadows. You could just be integrating. You could be doing shadow work, healing inner child, but it's like you're gaining some type of power from it. It's making you more confident. It's making you stronger. Maybe you see your worth more, easier, clearer, something like that. All right, let's look at the change card and what is hidden. So with this card, it either looks like she's trying to push something back or she's fixing to do this backflip off of the moon. So it's like you're about to take the change that's happening and catapult into your future, or you're trying to push it or hold it back. And that's kind of what I'm getting, like you're trying to hold something back. I mean, it could be saying that something has been trying to hold you back. So we have Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is my clue card for a breakup. Knights are messengers. So it's like someone needs to tell someone that they're free. They're free to go do whatever it is that they want to do. Definitely could be something that is already happened or is happening. So you could be trying to like resist a change when it comes to a relationship, resist some type of separation, some type of liberation or freedom. It's like you're trying to hold on to something or someone. All right, where you're going, the blue moon, expect the unexpected, Queen of Pentacles. This is about resources. This is about getting in control of your money or being in charge of your money. This is also about being responsible with your money. The rabbit is here too, expect the unexpected. So it's like something could happen that's financial, that happens quickly. Like it comes in quickly and you have to get like disciplined and responsible quickly. All right, full moon power. I feel like this is about harvesting shadow work. This is an eclipse moon, so it means that all the love and light, but it also means that we are like having acceptance, or it's more than that. Like you're acknowledging the dark parts of yourself and integrating what works for you, what gives you power, what makes you stronger, wiser, smarter, braver, all those things. We have Four of Swords. So I'm getting the energy of someone who's having spiritual awakening, but you're going kicking and screaming. So I feel like this is how my spiritual awakening went. It was like it happened to me, and I didn't really understand what was happening to me, and I tried to learn more about what was happening to me. But it was like the more I learned, the more I just wanted to go back to the way things were, or like the way I remembered my life to be. And I just want to say, a lot of times when we have that energy of like wanting to go back to the way things were, it's because we're scared to get out of our comfort zone. It's not necessarily meaning that we were comfortable or happy there, but it's comfortable because that's what we know. And we're scared to get out of that and do something different. And that's the energy that I'm getting with this reading. Four of Swords is also a blessing in disguise. All right. I hope that was helpful. All right, Renee, it's your turn, Renee. Say hi to me in the comments. I'm gonna pause for just a moment and burn my little sage wand. I love the smell of burning sage. I love that. For fish. Thank you. Guys, if you're new, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And then make sure you hit those notification bells to all. We are new, right? Like we're not new. We've been out here, 5 years now? But we're still very organically growing small channel, right? Sometimes YouTube sends notifications out. Sometimes they don't. We're also on Facebook and Twitch. We multi-stream. It smells delicious. All right, Renee. Divine timing, welcome. Divine timing, let me know if you want to get added to the list. I mean, I took a restroom break, so I'm good to go. I love that, Sandra. Oh no, not too late. Not too late at all. I have Renee and Latoya. I hope I said that right. Sometimes I can't read my own handwriting. say sometimes, all the time. I can never read my own handwriting. All right, Renee, here we go. Pisces, full moon, lunar eclipse. What is hidden? Queen of the Moon Oracle, we have 37 fruition. Something that you're trying to manifest, bring to fruition is being hidden or kept from you. It's being hidden from you because the darkness card is on the bottom. Something is being kept from you. This full moon, this very spiritual full moon is going to show you something that's being hidden or kept from you. Time for Me to Fly, REO Speedwagon is playing.
It's time for me to fly.
All right, let's look at where you're going. Oh, yeah. Number 44, super moon attraction. This is a super moon, Renee. It is a super moon, full moon, lunar eclipse. And again, I talked about this at the beginning. I know you came in a little later. And for those of you that came in later, y'all, some people are going to tell you that it's an eclipse. Don't manifest during an eclipse. Here's what I have to say about that. Are you ready? We are manifesting all day, every day. If you're having a spiritual awakening, you are co-creating your reality with the universe every single waking moment, even in your sleep. Like, you can't just stop manifesting. Now, should you do certain rituals or should you do like certain moon dances? I don't know, right? I feel like our spirit guides guide us to do just whatever we're supposed to be doing in our own journey. Like, we're all individual, right? I know we're all part of one. I know it can be confusing, but we all have individual paths and individual experiences. That's the word I'm looking for. So it's like our experiences are going to require different things. So just because somebody says, oh no, it's an eclipse, don't manifest, or don't sit out moon water, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't do something. If you feel called or drawn to do it, right? Like, follow your gut, follow your intuition, follow your spirit guides, all those things. All right, Renee is manifesting something big, fruition and supermoon attraction. Let's see, message from Eclipse Moon. We have Purity. It's the Snow Moon card. It's number 30. It's clean slate. Getting to like rewrite the rest of your path. Boundaries is on the bottom. So that could mean a couple of things. It could say that you're too closed off to something, or it could just say that you need to have healthier boundaries. I think it's saying that you need to have healthier boundaries, and I think you've actually been working on that. So this Pisces lunar eclipse is probably showing you that. The song itself is powerful. All right, let's clarify a little bit. Let's look at that fruition. Ace of Cups. Intuitive hits. Emotional overflow. There's something about getting control of your emotions. The Hierophant comes out for attraction. Taurus energy. It could be something about a spouse. It could be something about a spiritual spouse. That could be what you're trying to manifest or attracting with the supermoon. And Purity, clean slate, we have 3 of Cups. Like mind, soul tribe, soul family. People that encourage you and celebrate you and work with you and love you. You may be seeing a change in your inner circle, Renee, with this full moon. You could have intuitively known that spirit was pulling you away from like an old group of people towards a new group of people. Spirit could be bringing people into your environment that are more spiritually aligned. or in line. I feel like I didn't hear that right. The Hierophant, 1 out of 3 major arcanas. So, and it is the energy of spirit. So it's almost like spirit is stepping in to help you when it comes to overflow of emotion and something that you're trying to bring into fruition. In other words, like you're trying to manifest something, but you're either like overthinking it or you're too emotionally involved with it. Something like that. 3 of Cups could be like mind, soul tribe, soul family. How many of you feel like, I noticed here lately for me, sorry, welcome. I've noticed for me that it's like I am able to manifest quicker with some people than I am others. Like me and my youngest son, we can. It's crazy how the things that we have manifested just by speaking them into existence, and he's done that his whole life. I've just started doing it in my, when I turned 40 and started having a spiritual awakening, right? Um, with my soul tribe, my moderators, Sandra, Diana, Vanessa, like I can definitely like speak things into existence, right? It's like it's easy to manifest things, and with their energy around. I feel like you could be feeling that too, Renee. Like it's easier for you to bring things in when you're around certain people, and you could feel like things are being blocked from you when you're around certain people. And this full moon could be, illuminating that or showing you that. All right. I hope that was helpful. Sorry, we are multi-streaming on 3 different platforms, but I can see you over there. Let me know if you want to be added to our free list. We have Latoya on YouTube is next. Latoya on YouTube, say hi to me. Let me know that you waited so very patiently. Thank you, Renee. We're doing free readings, free Pisces Lunar Eclipse full moon readings. We are multi-streaming on 3 different platforms. There's only 1 person ahead of you, so let me know if you would like to be added to the list. I can't, your picture is really small on my screen, Latoya, but it looks like you're wearing this very, very beautiful dress. All right, Sandra, let's add Starry from Twitch. All right, I'm not sure who the song is for, but I'm the Problem. Morgan Wallen is playing. Sandra commented. Remember, we just talked about this in the comments of one of my shorts, Sandra. It is. It is. I should have done it tonight, honestly. Vanessa's asking about TikTok. I need to get another camera because it won't let me use my streaming service to multi-stream, so it has to have a separate camera. It causes me a lot of problems. Like it's challenging for me to be able to do it because I don't have an extra camera. I do have one at Sisters, and the end of the season is fast upon us. So I feel like I'm going to finish the season out at work, and then I'm probably going to go spend a week or so with Sister just so I can get a little break. And it's where I go to heal, y'all. You know what I mean? Um, so I'm going to try to schedule like a week or two where I can go take a break. And I'll pick up that second camera. We'll probably do some lives from there, I'm sure. And then I will, have that second camera when I come back, and then we'll be able to add TikTok. We are monetized, guys, 3 different platforms, 3 of the 4. So Facebook, YouTube, and then TikTok. We're still getting paid on TikTok. Like I get paid just to post over there, but we get paid through our TikTok shop as well. So a lot of the cards that I use are in my TikTok shop showcase. And then, of course, if I live stream, the pay would be better, right? But we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, Latoya. Latoya's been waiting very patiently. Here we go. What is hidden? Queen of the Moon Oracle. We have the Peace card coming out. It's number 28. She's surrounded by this circle of light. She's sitting in the lotus position, like the meditative position. There's something about trying to find like peace of mind in a certain situation or maybe with a certain person. The Will card is coming out. That's where you're going, which means that you're probably it's reminding me a lot of my own spiritual awakening. We really There's a struggle here between free will and spirit's will. When we're having spiritual awakening, it's kind of hard to understand that this is really spirit's will. Like it's God who wants us to heal and learn about unconditional love and then teach others about unconditional love by example, right? But when we're having awakening, a lot of times we cling to our free will. We cling to our willpower to want things to be an old way or the way they used to be. So where you're going, where you're headed, is a release of the old, a release of needing it to be the way it used to be. It's like you're releasing your, I know it sounds a certain type of way, but it's like you're releasing your free will. You're surrendering to God's will, to Spirit's will, to Source's will, whatever label you need there. But you're releasing the me, Latoya, wants it to be a certain way, and understanding that like this Source has a better plan. All right, let's pull a message from this eclipse moon. We have discernment. There's a lot of fog around the headspace. So confusion and supermoon attraction is on the bottom. So especially confusion when it comes to alignment or bringing in the things that you want. That's going to be the free will. So if you feel like you're trying to manifest and you're struggling to manifest, again, doesn't matter whether it's eclipse moon, whatever. Let's say Spirit's asking you to call something in, and you've been feeling like this thing is meant to be yours, and you're trying to call this thing in, but it's not working. Something's not working. There's going to be something in your free will that you're holding on to, an old way of doing something, an old way of being, an old belief system, maybe a person, maybe a place or a thing, but it's like you're holding on to it because it could be like maybe that's all you've ever known. Or maybe it's like there's fear of the unknown. So it's like if I let go of this thing that I know, then I'm gonna have to face something I don't know, right? There's definitely this imbalance or like a push and pull when it comes to like your willpower and your free will. All right, let's clarify just a little bit. I'm using the Modern Witches Tarot for clarifying. All right, Seven of Cups comes out. Peace of mind. Again, more clouds, more confusion, not being able to see something clearly. Something is like, it's taking your peace of mind. It's like you're trying to get peace of mind in a situation, but there's no clarity. There's confusion. Be cautious as well, because Seven of Cups is the card that says you have a lot of choices and a lot of options, but you're not seeing something clearly. You may think that something's a good option when it's not. You may think that something's a bad option when it isn't. All right, with your free will, you have Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is like minds, soul tribe, soul family, respecting each other, working together. It could have something to do with collaboration as well. And spiritual awakening, that's what you're doing. You're collaborating with the universe. I did see that supermoon attraction card, especially if you're trying to manifest. All right, with discernment, we have another card coming out in reverse. Again, I don't have reversals. I'm going to look at all my cards to make sure I didn't turn them upside down. So this card is coming out in reverse, and Spirit's like, we're going to point that out very, significantly. Ace of Swords is clarity. Ace of Swords is new understanding. It's also new communication. It's in reverse. You're going to need new communication in order to find clarity. You could be manifesting a conversation about closure with someone as well. But there's something about like needing to talk it out, needing to speak it through. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Something to talk about is playing right now. Do you guys hear it? Just saying. All right, where are we at on the list? Is it the last one? Thank you, Latoya. Shane Gardner. Is Shane Gardner last one? I thought it was divine timing. Miriam, welcome. Holy Bunch of Roses on Twitch. Welcome. Love the name. All right, divine timing. Here we go. What is hidden? We have self-reflection. Realization is coming out for where you're going. outcome, or I'm sorry, message from eclipse moon is fruition. But I said outcome, so that's going to be pretty significant. Protection with the red cardinal is on the bottom. Diana, welcome. All right, divine timing. So, self-reflection tried to come out in reverse. It's number 17. It is. Vanessa says it's all happening on YouTube. It is. It is. Guys, we are multi-streaming. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. Free readings. Let me know in the comments if you would like to be added to the list. Divine timing. This is going to be a don't shoot the messenger reading. Ready? I mean, it comes out good, right? The outcome. I mean, I keep saying that. The message from the eclipse moon. Okay. Self-reflection is coming out in reverse, and it's something that's hidden because this Pisces lunar eclipse is showing you something where, okay, self-reflection is where she's standing in front of the mirror and she's looking in the mirror and seeing how she played a part in something, or she had a part to play in a certain situation. So that's what's being shown to you right now. So it's like you could have been blaming someone for something, or thinking that you had no fault in something, something like that. And that's why it was coming out in reverse. This is a very spiritual, it's Pisces lunar eclipse, so it's very spiritual full moon. So it's like God showing you something within, like bringing something to the surface so like you can heal it once and for all type of thing. It could be definitely something that you've buried deep, right? It's giving this energy like the carpet, like the rug has been ripped out type of energy, like you were trying to hide it under the rug and spirit ripped the carpet out type of thing. It had to happen though, right? Because it had to happen so you could have this fruition at the end. But realization is where you're going. Realization shows the like the keyhole in the picture, the shape of a keyhole you see in a door. So it's like you finally find the key that fits to open the door. And then fruition is the message from the eclipse moon. So it's like what you wanted finally comes in. And it comes in more. It's with the fruition card, it's like the 9 of Wands just flipped over, divine timing. 9 of Wands is the card that says you're doing something over and over and over, expecting a different result, and you need to do it a different way. I'm going to put it back in there and keep shuffling. But the fruition card is an overabundance. It's like the cornucopia card. It's like you have way more than you expected. All right, let's look at self-reflection. Spirit, why was it coming out in reverse? The death card, Scorpio energy. You're probably dealing with a Scorpio, but there's something that you need to bring to a complete closure and you're still holding on to it. You could even be, I just heard a phrase. Let me get it. Oh, come on. Saving someone's feelings or protecting someone's feelings. Something like that. You're not ending something to protect someone's feelings. Something. A king is someone you've put on a pedestal, someone who sees themselves as someone who should be on a pedestal. I'm not sure. It's almost like this energy, like you called your power back from something, and it's like they're upset about it, and it's like you almost want to give it attention because you don't want them to be upset. I don't know, something like that. Realization, the key, everything is fine. There's 2 cards in the modern Witches Tarot that are exactly the same. The 10 of Swords and the Everything is Fine card. She's laying on the ground. 10 swords are stabbing her all over her body. And she's got her phone out. She's scrolling through her phone. So again, it's like ignoring something, not paying attention to something. So it's like this moon showed you, like gave you the realization, you know, the key to finally open the door, to finally understand something. And then ready, fruition, you have the Fool card. You finally take the leap of faith. You finally bring something to a complete closure. completely walk away from something. Spare their feelings. That's the phrase. Thank you, Spirit. Something about sparing their feelings. All right, Ace of Wands is on the bottom. Ace of Wands is destiny, fate. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. 762 Smith. What should I do with Gemini? I'm a Virgo. Divine Timing says, oh, wow. Oh, that's a good, oh, wow. Oh, it was so hard. Did you see it, Diana? We couldn't. They said that we weren't going to be able to see it mostly. North America. It said some of Hawaii could. But it said that it was going to be able to, like, at the beginning. Hold on, y'all. It's getting cold out here. I got to cover up my feet. But they said that, like, if you were in Hawaii, there was some parts of Hawaii that was going to get a view of this eclipse. Or you mean just the moon in general. I can't see anything. I feel like I can see the moonlight, but I'm under the covered porch, so I can't actually see the moon. I can definitely feel this sucker, though, let me tell you. All right, so here's our list. Here's where we're at. All right. So we have Starry on Twitch. Starry, let me know that you're still here, that you waited so patiently. We have Shane. Shane was on YouTube, right? And Marion. Guys, it is Pisces Lunar Eclipse full moon. I'm sitting out on my son's wraparound covered porch. I definitely feel this fall weather. The action card flies out. It's number 15, sorry. I'm using Queen of the Moon Oracle. Alright, what is hidden is going to be an action that you need to take. And it's showing a dancer. She looks like a ballerina dancer. Alright, where you're going. You have number 24, the protection card. I've been seeing that all night. It shows the red cardinal. You probably have someone that has passed on, sorry, that watches over you. Definitely giving a guardian angel vibes. The cardinal is carrying the person in a nest. The nest has this string tied to it, and the person's laying in the nest, and the cardinal's flying across the night sky. You can see the moon in the background. So not only are you traveling, going somewhere, but highly, highly protected. And then Message from Eclipse Moon. We have the Purity card coming back out. Self-love is on the bottom. Purity card shows snow-covered mountains. It is energy of clean slate. All is forgiven, I just heard. This could definitely be a little mediumship going on there. All right, let's look at the action card. I'm using the Modern Witches Tarot to clarify. The action card, there's something about dancing. Spirit made me get up and dance this morning. I swear to goodness. I'm old, y'all. I'm like 46 years old. I'm not like out here dancing and acting a fool, and those days are done, right? But like sometimes we just need to move our body. There's something about that. Something could be coming to light that's been hidden, that has something to do with you just needing to move your body. Needing to just do something that you enjoy, that brings happiness. I played a song I really liked and I had a great time for like 15 minutes first thing this morning, right? The High Priestess is here. The High Priestess is about an inner knowing, but I'm using Modern Witches Tarot. She's got her foot on the moon. We actually see this representation in the artwork a lot with the High Priestess, and the idea is that her inner knowing is so strong. She's so wise that she has full control of her emotions. Her emotions do not control her actions, right? All right, let's look at the protection card, where you're going. We have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. It's about being stuck in the headspace. We're looking at where you're going. So it's like you could be moving from the headspace to the heart space. Instead of overthinking things. There's something about your emotions that's going on here as well. So it could have something to do with like emotional regulation. It could have something to do with just like healing emotional wounds. But it's like you're going to stop being hard on yourself. You're going to stop overthinking something. You're going to move into the heart space where there's more compassion and understanding. All right, the Purity card. This is the message from the Eclipse Moon. You have King of Wands. King of Wands is confidence. She just said walk through fire in the song. It's Lana Del Rey. There's a couple of energies coming from this King of Wands. Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with someone who is very confident in themselves. Maybe someone who's overly confident in themselves. If this is you, then you weren't confident enough. If this is someone else, then they portrayed themselves to be someone who was overly confident. Sometimes even like gave off like a little bit of a cocky type of attitude. But purity, clean slate. This could say that you're having a clean slate with this particular person. Again, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But it could also just be saying that there could be a new beginning with this person, or there could be a new beginning to how this energy feels about things, or their confidence level about things. It's almost like someone's gaining confidence and someone's losing confidence. So before, someone maybe had been overly confident with you and you maybe were shy and didn't have a lot of confidence in the situation. It's like now the shoe is on the other foot. Now you have the confidence and they don't. That's the energy I'm picking up. Pisces came out strongly as well. All right, I hope that was helpful. All right, Liz, Shane, and Miriam. Let's close the list. Let's go ahead and close the list. All right, Shane, say hi to me in the comments. Thank you, sorry. Something about leaving this town. You made the better choice because I didn't want to let you down. Don't look too happy. Who am I to judge? Her name is Morgan Wade. It's called Let Us Down. Alright, Shane, let me know that you're still here. Just a little hi in the comments. The Empress just flew out as I was shuffling. Miriam on YouTube, let me know that you're still here. That you waited patiently. Tonight was fun, right? Diana, are you going to do one? Yay or nay? Did anyone set out crystals and moon water? I have my moon water out right now. I do have my crystals out right now. I need to pull more out, though. I just brought these out for the live. But we talked about that, Diana. We talked about it a couple of times because I heard, some of the people in the spiritual community were like, oh, you can't do moon water because it's an eclipse. You can't manifest because it's an eclipse. It's so silly, isn't it? So I told everybody, like, do whatever you feel guided to do, right? Like, the spirit guides are going to show you the way. Like, trust your intuition. Absolutely, Diana, absolutely. I know we closed list, but let's add Diana. I feel like Shane waited so patiently for such a long time. That's sad. But let's add Diana after Miriam. Miriam, I love that name. It reminds me of, the Robin Hood movie. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, stop telling people how to have spiritual awakening. Like, have mercy. Who made the rules? There's nobody down here on this planet that made the rules. I promise you that. Sometimes I want to tell people these are our consequences for our actions. All right, so I don't see Shane, but I do see Miriam. So let's skip over. I know, he did just recently. I feel like he may be, like, swapping back and forth from something, too, because I feel like, I don't know. Don't let me down again. Buckingham Nicks. That picture looks vintage. All right, here we go. Miriam, what is hidden? The pleasure card coming back out. The hunter card coming out for where you're going. Ooh, and the darkness card, message from eclipse moon. Okay, Spirit says, Rosa, don't judge a book by its cover. Let me look at it for a minute. Oh, okay. It's the facing the thing. All right. I'm getting tired, y'all. Okay, here we go. Miriam, the pleasure card says that, again, holding on to something that actually doesn't bring you a lot of pleasure and it's restricting you or limiting you from bringing joy or happiness into your life. You're holding on to it because you're afraid to let it go. It brings you some sort of comfort, probably because it's something that's been around for a long time. Where you're going, you finally release it, right? This full moon helps you do that. Where you're going is the abundance card. It's the hunter moon card. There's a difference between this abundance card and other abundance cards. So other abundance cards could definitely mean like there's a bunch of something coming in. This abundance card means that you have everything you need. And I know that we don't like hearing that, but hear me out for just a second. Like, I turned the music down because I don't want everybody to hear me, because I'm just now learning this and it has been such an aha moment for me. All right. When you're on spiritual awakening journey, spirit will strip you of everything, literally everything that's not serving your greater good. Sometimes that's our jobs. Sometimes that's money that we thought we needed. Sometimes it's goals and dreams that we had that we thought we wanted to achieve. When we awaken and like when we surrender and we realize that God's plan is way better than our own plan, and had we went down the path that we wanted, we would have faced a lot more challenges than the plan that God has for us has a lot less challenges, right? So when we go towards God's plan, a lot of times it feels like we have a lot less of things. But the aha moment that I'm getting, or the lesson that I've been getting, is I don't go without anything. I'm sitting out here on this beautiful wooden wraparound deck porch. It is, I don't know, probably 68 degrees outside. The weather is beautiful. I can see the moonlight. I'm listening to Because of the Night by the Patti Smith group. I'm live streaming, doing absolutely what I love to do. I've alchemized from the pain that I went through and created PLR and drew all of you to me to have this beautiful night where we're having free lunar eclipse readings, right? So my point is, there's more abundance when you let go of what you think you have to have and you surrender to God's plan. Because when you do that, God is going to bring you everything you need and you won't go without anything. It's scary. It's hard to believe. But the only way that you can believe it yourself, like I can tell you until I'm blue in the face, you're not going to believe it until you do it, right? The darkness card coming out as message from the eclipse moon. It's normally a card where I feel like there's fear, and I feel like you feel like something's unfair, that you're having to face something on your own, and that fate may still be the case. But when I asked Spirit to explain the message to me, because it was throwing me off when I first turned it over, I got the message that, and this is collective as well, this is not just for Miriam, this is for a lot of us, but you're facing a fear, which is probably releasing this thing, right? That you've been needing to face for a very long time. And it's almost like you faced every other fear but this one, because this one was the worst thing that you were in fear of. And it's like now you're facing it. You're face to face with this monster that you thought was so scary and was going to take you down. The thing with full moons, especially full moon eclipses, is it illuminates. Fear is something that we're scared of because we lack knowledge in it. We don't know what it is. When we're face to face to it, we can't run from it, we can't hide from it, we can't put something in front of it to cover it. We have no choice but face it. It's not as scary anymore because now we know what it is, right? Now we know what to do. Does that make sense? All right, let's clarify a little bit for Miriam. All right, Queen of Pentacles comes out. This is going to have something to do with finances, something to do with being in control of your finances, something with knowing how to find new resources or get new resources from somewhere else. The Abundance card, where I said, and the Queen of the Moon, it shows her out in nature, covered in furs and by all the animals of the forest. And it's supposed to represent that, again, you have everything you need. It may not look like an overflow. It's not the fruition card where it's like too much of what you need. It's exactly what you need when you need it. Wheel of Fortune, good luck, good fortune, things bending in your favor. Jupiter energy, Sagittarius, major arcana. The Darkness card, Ten of Pentacles. This is all about finances, material things. It's all about, like, how am I going to eat? If I let this thing go, how am I going to eat? And God's saying, I got you. I got you. Ten of Pentacles. All right, that's it. I'm going to leave it there. Hope that was helpful. That one was intense. It seems really collective. I hope it was helpful, Miriam. All right, where are we at with the list? Let's burn a little more sage. Cleanse it out a little bit. Maybe it'll make it a little lighter. And I just really like the smell. Diana. Thank you, ma'am. I got me one of those little sage wands. You guys know what I'm talking about? Where it's bundled, it's wrapped and made into Samantha, welcome. It's made into like a little wand, a little stick, so you can just kind of hold it, put it where you want it. I love it. I just want to say upside down, it kind of looks like a little broom. This full moon definitely gives off some witchy vibes, right? And we're getting to that time of season, right? That time of year. Year of a lonely heart. Is that what they said? Owner of a lonely heart. Have mercy, Rosa. Diana, that's the song. It's got a good beat. Divine intentions. Divine intentions, Sandra. You can order it online. They'll ship it to your door. Right here in my little tiny town. I got to go the other day. I feel like it's rare now that I get to go. I used to go all the time when they first opened. But you know, Uranus, y'all, like I've been dealing with my finances too, just like everybody else. So I've had a little bit tighter budget. So yeah. But I finally got to go. Picked up a few things. She says this song has memories for me. Alright. Nabrisha. I hope I said that right. Hello. Yeah, we've been live for almost 3 hours. I love it. Alright, here we go, Diana. What is hidden? We have this self-love card coming out. It's number 6. There's something about needing to pour into yourself more, needing to give yourself more. I'm also getting a little bit of like restrictive energy, like someone who feels bad for like giving themselves time or taking breaks. This full moon could be illuminating that energy for you. All right, let's look at where you're going. You have nourishment. This is balance, mind, body, and soul. So what I'm getting here is you could be, again, I'm going back to like being hard on yourself, saying I can't take a break, I got to keep going. So it's like your heart is telling you something, but your mind is telling you something else. So you're headed towards balance of that situation. I heard fasting. I don't know if that's necessarily for you. It could have something to do with like nourishment. Fasting, I just started doing it recently, like in the last year and a half. And they call it intermittent fasting. I don't have like a schedule or anything like that. Just like whenever I feel like I've overdone it, I just take a break. And I might fast for like, sometimes it's just 24 hours. Sometimes it's 2 days, but it's like where, I might only eat from like 12 p.m. to like 6 p.m. Again, that could be for you, that could be for somebody else, but it's definitely something to do with like the heart and the mind, two different things, and needing to find the balance in that situation. Message from the eclipse moon, we have wisdom number 22, spiritual growth. There's some type of like learning you've done, ascension as well. It's the one where she's standing in the choppy waters on the boat on the top of the stack of books. There's a ladder leaning on the stack of books. So it's like you've climbed this ladder, you've gained this wisdom. On the bottom is the boundaries card. Edge of 17 just started playing. It's the live version. 1982, 2016 remastered version. All right, let's look at self-love, Modern Witches Tarot. We have Queen of Pentacles coming out. So this is the, I got to keep working. I got to make the money. I got to be in control of my money. It could have something to do with not knowing where to find new resources. Spirit saying spend more time taking care of you. Something about taking care of you could be a resource in itself. My sage broom just picked back up. It was starting to go out, and it just definitely I put it back out, but it definitely started back up, so that's pretty interesting. It's almost like it was coming to a rest, and then it flamed back up. So there's something about that. Nourishment, mind, body, and soul. I said I felt like it was some type of push and pull between the heart and the mind. 9 of Swords comes out, so 9 of Swords is big confirmation of that. It's like your mind is telling you something, but your heart is telling you something else, and you're going to have to find the balance. And here's what I'm hearing. It's not one is right and the other is wrong. They're both right and they're both wrong. You got to find the half and half. You got to find the middle ground. All right, wisdom. Something about climbing a ladder. You have 6 of Swords. Spirit's guiding you towards calmer waters. There's this energy of you hear Spirit's guidance. This full moon, it could definitely be super loud. But it's like this energy of understanding that you'll be like taken care of. In the card 6 of Swords, you always see them like with the family on the boat, and then there's like a person that's like steering the boat. We have the Empress card on the bottom. So it's like Spirit saying, it's definitely giving this energy like, follow me, child, right? Like, go here and I'm going to show you where to get new resources. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. All right, I hope that was helpful. Or maybe work not continuing. Yes, like you're going to find it in a different place. And something about like taking care of yourself. So that makes me wonder, everybody, okay, I started my own business 5 years ago, PLR, right? And nobody around me had done this. Okay, what I was doing was like unheard of. It was crazy. People were like, Rosa, what do you mean you're quitting your job with benefits and you're gonna sit at home and multi-stream on different platforms and talk about spiritual awakening? Like, what are you talking about? You're gonna offer readings and open an Etsy shop and start your own website. Like, what are you talking about? It was crazy, right? Um, 5 years later, everybody is starting their own business. Everybody is realizing what I realized 5 years ago, because Spirit told me. It's not like because all of a sudden I was psychic. It's just God said, right? Um, so something's clearly happening with money to everybody all over the planet, like all over, not just me, you, even if people that don't know that they're not awake, right? Like they're not having an awakening. They're still being impacted. Their money is still being impacted. Rich people, poor people, it does not matter. Everybody's finances is being impacted right now, September 7th, 2025. Literally everybody. So that has to happen like for a reason, right? But in the meantime, we also have to eat. We also have to survive, but we all need to be more aligned with our soul's journey. So everybody's finding like the thing that they like to do. We'll call them side hustles or part-time, jobs, or, like all these different names we have for them. But what it is you're creating um, income, you're creating energy exchange with something that you enjoy doing. Like for me, it's reading tarot and talking about astrology, right? So it's all of everybody's doing it though. I have friends that are like, I'm tired, so I can't come up with an example, but it's like everyone is picking something that they like to do, whether it's making stickers and selling stickers online, or people that knit. Oh, here's a good example. My daughter-in-law took me to the coffee shop, the local coffee shop in town, um, and we sat down to drink our coffee, and I seen this like knitted tea set on their coffee table, and everything was knitted: the coffee cups, the teacups, the trays, the saucer, everything, right? And then I noticed they had like a whole shelf of them. And then the lady came in that actually did all the knitting and sells them in this coffee shop, and she brought in new items. She made a red turtle that had like sunflowers on the shell, and everything was knitted, right? And she sells them in this coffee shop. I'm sure she has another job, right? But this is something that she does like on the side, right? It's like like me working part time at the lake so that I can um, add to my income of PLR, right? Because it is a small business, it's still growing. When you do start your own business, you get to learn of what inconsistent income is, right? So with my part-time job, it helps me have some consistency as I grow my business. So it's definitely giving like that type of vibe, Sandra. It's like we're all kind of learning what to do extra. So let's say the job doesn't continue and you have to find something else. It's going to be something that is aligned to what you like, your soul's journey, but it's also going to be something you enjoy doing, right? So what is it that you enjoy doing? This is all wrapping back around. I'm getting to it, I promise. That is about taking care of you. That's about self-love. Like, do you like teaching people about self-love or different ways of self-care? Is there something that you're really good at when it comes to self-care? You see what I'm trying to say? Like, that's kind of the energy I was getting with that reading. All right, was that last one? Is that it? Is that all of them? Nabrisha, I'm fixing to wrap it up. A question is $10 energy exchange. Links are always in the description box. But guys, we have been doing free readings and live streaming for 3 hours. That's a long, long live stream, but beautiful full moon. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Beautiful readings, right? A lot of new energy. Guys, if you're new, we live stream 2 to 3 times a week. So make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to hit your notification bells to all. I like to do these music and tarots, if not once a week, at least every other week, where I offer free readings. But I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back on Tuesday night with Love and Astrology. I'll offer free readings then too. And we're going to actually talk about this Pluto out of bounds situation, right? Pluto's out here in the galaxy going in and out of our orbit. And it's out of bounds, and it's not really going out of orbit, but it's the way. So Pluto's orbit is it's like an oval, and the oval, like the tip of the oval, is going out of bounds when it comes to like our galaxy and our orbit. That's why they say Pluto's not necessarily a planet anymore, and they want to call it a dwarf planet because it's so far away and it does this thing where it goes out of bounds. It actually has not happened in our lifetime. It's been like 240 something years since it happened. And we probably won't experience it again, right? But from now, the end of August, actually, it started on August 29th, and it's going to go, on and off a couple different times, well into like 2030 something. Um, but again, energy we haven't experienced before, energy we won't experience after it's done. Right now it's happening. It'll come back into its like inbounds. I want to say at the early November. But I feel like it's giving us a sneak peek of Pluto and Aquarius, like what Pluto and Aquarius is going to be about. I just had that shorts take off. It hit 100K, guys. My first video going viral, my first anything hitting 100K. Like, that's huge, right? I think before that, we had the Mother's Day shorts hit 25,000. And that was the most views we'd had, right? So the 100K one was super cool, and it was for a t-shirt. So I sold a bunch of t-shirts. So that was so cool. Guys, PLR does have merch over on my website. Again, link in the description box. But yeah, welcome all the new people. I hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you to all my moderator ladies who came in and helped with the list. I'm definitely ready to get back to the list. It was so helpful, and it kept the live going so smoothly, right? All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you so very, very much. I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.